Today we will be using the Pythagorean Theorem. This is Pythagoras of Samos, and he is the one who created the Pythagorean Theorem years and years ago. And the Pythagorean Theorem only works with a right triangle. And the parts of the right triangle, what are the parts of the right triangle? We have a leg, and we have a leg, and we know they're the legs because they are the two sides that form the right angle. And then we have this line, this side of the triangle, which is the hypotenuse. And I can always find the hypotenuse because it's across from the right angle. So copy that down in your notes. And you see I've already given you the formula ahead of time. Sorry about that, guys. I clicked on it. And we label each of these A, B, and C. And with the legs, it doesn't matter which is the A and which is the B. And how do we find the formula for the sides of the right triangle? It is leg squared plus leg squared equals the hypotenuse squared, which is A squared plus B squared equals C squared. So pause the video if you need to and write those notes down. So we're going to look at this triangle first. So draw this on your paper. Label the sides. And using my formula, I know it's a right triangle. Right here's my right angle. I know that this is my leg and this is my leg because they are forming my right angles. So I'm going to name this one A and this one B. And now I'm going to plug those numbers into my formula. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. There it is. 12 squared plus 8 squared equals C squared. I'm going to use my calculator, square them up, or I'm going to use my brain. 144 plus 64 equals C squared. 144 plus 64, add those together, we get 208 is C squared. And remember we learned the other day in class, I want to get rid of this. I do not want C squared, I want just C. So I want to do the opposite of squaring, which we learned the other day, which is square rooting. And when I stick this in my calculator, you hit second x to the power of 2, and that is equal to C squared. And when I get that, I get 114.42 feet for C. So this side of the triangle is 14.42 feet. Remember, I want you to check it. You just did all that work. Let's make sure our answer is right. So I write my formula again, plug in my values, the 12, the 8, 114.42, square them all up, add them together, and I get 208 is equal to 207.94. Now, it is not exactly right because over here I rounded. So it's not exactly correct, but it's very, very close, so that tells me I'm correct. Now I want you to draw this triangle, and we're going to work through this triangle. So right away I see my right angle's my right angle is here. So one of these is A, one of these is B. I'm going to make this one A, and I'm going to make this one B, which makes this side C. Using my formula, I'm going to plug in my values, 3.9 for the A, 11 for the C, and this time we're trying to find the leg B. Square up my 3.9 and my 11. I get 15.21 equals 121. Now I have a two-step equation, so I'm going to get rid of the 1521 by subtracting it from both sides. And then I get B squared equals 105.79. But remember, I don't want to know B squared, I want to know B. So the opposite of squaring is square rooting. And when I square root both those numbers, I get B equals 10.29 centimeters. And that's how long this side of the triangle is. So now I want to plug it back in after doing all that work. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. Plug in that value for B. So I have 3.9 squared plus 10.29 squared equals 11 squared. square all my numbers, add it together, and again we notice that it's close but not exact because I rounded over here. But since I'm close, that means I'm correct. Now I'd like you to try 2 on your own. So we pause up the video, copy down the triangles, and then solve for the missing side. And now I'm going to show you the answers and the check. Pause up the video and check your work. So here was C on this side. Let me move it up some for you. And here is B for this side, a little bit bigger. So double check those answers and I will see you tomorrow in class.